This is one of the nicest Morgans I've ever seen. Stunning.
Oh, vintage Engelhart, how fun.
So I bought a whole mess of Canadian coins. I stole a bunch of them.
I can do 9,500 for everything.
So I just got this too from, oh, hi Tootie. Oh, I know, it's a nice coin. So I just got this from Monster Tone Morgans. This is a consignment coin. He wants $2,500 on this. I get 10%. This is one of the nicest Morgans I've ever seen. Just stunning. So this is a CAC sticker. I'm gonna just preview you guys. We're gonna talk about CAC at length as a Pawn Man episode coming up soon. Basically, it just means that this is like the nicest example of an MS64, the sticker. So this coin on its own, probably worth about $200-300, but because of the toning and the CAC sticker, $2,500 is a bargain, in my opinion. But if you guys get coins like these, here's something you gotta be careful of.
So if you're ever buying a coin like this, and the only things displayed on the website where you're buying it are these high definition photos from PCGS, probably stay away from it. The reason being, those photos, they take those photos with a high definition camera, and those are the nicest photos ever taken of that coin. I have this happen a lot. Well, I used to, I don't, because I learned my lesson, where I would get a coin, and then I actually, once I get the physical coin, it's like, well, that's not what it looks like in the photos. Like that, like on a good day, that's what it looks like at a certain angle. Like that's what those are. So what you want somebody to be doing a video when they sell you a coin like this, where they turn it in the light and you can see everything that's happening, and they show both sides and they do it evenly like that. Monster Tone Coins does that. They have very honest business practices. I've noticed that they go to length to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting. Because if, you know, I'm asking $2,500 for this coin, that's 10 times what it should be worth at a gray sheet. So, you know, when somebody gets this, I want them to know that they got a great coin, that I didn't pull a fast one on them and just show them some photos that look good in a certain light. Another thing that indicated to me right away that this was a good coin, or that would be an indicator to you, if it does have a CAC sticker, this thing isn't a scam. It is tried and true. Again, we'll talk about what it is later. I don't want to get into it right now, but if you see this CAC sticker, it's a nice coin. Just make sure that you are seeing plenty of examples of the coin, especially when it's way jacked up above what they say it should be worth with its grade.
You can glance at that.
Oh, the wheat pennies are 2 cents each.
Oh, 2 cents?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless you got a date, you may as well keep them. If you want to...
Oh.
It's like $1 right there.
Yeah, then that's fine. Take a look at all this stuff.
That actually looks like a spender to me.
So the date, the 64, doesn't apply to these?
No, not on nickels.
Oh, okay.
Nickels.
Oh, that's nice.
Put that through the counter.
This is just foreign coins. They're probably junk, but you can have them. They were in there.
That was $1. Huh.
Just have them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, these will go.
If you sort through and find a $500 item, you score today. They're not, obviously.
I'll tell you, I don't see one here.
No. The only thing I'm curious about, to me, it doesn't look right. I can take these out. The Canadian one, is that an ounce?
Yeah, it's smaller. It's more compressed. That's an ounce.
It is, okay, because I'm like, you know, to me, size matters, and how they get the same weight out of that as that, I guess. But
yeah, this is the same. It is deceiving.
Oh, okay.
So we got those, and then what's in there?
That's the 100-ounce silver.
This is the 100-ounce bar. Okay. Oh, vintage Engelhart. How fun.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, people like them. I like them from the 80s. I can do 9,500 for everything.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's pushing up just a little bit.
Yep, no, that's more than fair.
All right. Well, luckily I guess you're right here. Do you have anything else, or is that it?
You know what? This is kind of the end of the treasure chest.
Including that, 9,500. So the gold I'll get about 2,050 an ounce on. The 100-ounce bars, a vintage Engelhart, I'll get about 2,900 on that. These vintage silver trade units, oh, these are well toned. These I'm gonna sell on Whatnot. I'll do very well on these probably. I'll probably get 35, 40 bucks each. So, last time he was here, he's got some Morgans that are very, very good dates. They're not the best dates of all time, but they're pretty good dates. And I thought that's what was in this bag, which I was a little like, oh, you threw them in a bag, so he scratched them up because they were nice. But I thought to myself, oh, you know, I'll just make a blanket off. That's why I came up in price, because I was at like 9,200, so I came up 300 bucks. Because I thought that he had those key dates right here. He didn't. And look very close. These are still okay. 30 bucks each, I'll do fine. I'll get about 40 to 50 on them. I'll make about $1,000 on that deal. There we go. Now we're at the end of it. Maybe 1,200, so about a 10% markup. All right, so hope he comes back with those good Morgans. I really thought I was gonna get that. Ta-da, bummer. So I bought a whole mess of Canadian coins. I stole a bunch of them from another deal. Let's talk. Let me show you guys. I got some of them like laid out here on this table. These are all 500 silver Canadian dollars. The ones from the 90s are 925. These are all 925. And these are pretty rare. I'm actually keeping one of each of these just to add to my own collection. National Ballad of Canada, Golden Jubilee, the 1972 25-year celebrating some hockey game. I don't know. I don't like hockey. Maybe I won't keep this one. Queen Charlotte Islands, the Santiago, 225 years, 125 years of the Mounties, and then space exploration. But there's lots of Canadian silver dollars. Let's talk about these, what they are, and why Canada makes them. Very much like early American colonists, early Canadian colonists had a hard time economically because there was no centralized mint. There was no Canada. It was just a bunch of territories and hard way of living. I'm not going to get into the specifics about it. Terrible things that happened to the indigenous people there. Canada largely being a territory of France, not completely, but France had a lot of influence, obviously, in Canada and its early settlements. So very much like I said with the early American colonists, Canadians had to barter. It was a very broken system economically because there was no coins being produced in Canada. They had to rely on foreign coins and then just bartering, trading for things like wampum, again, very much like early American colonists. In the late 17th century, France issued the stuff called card money. It was like a form of paper currency just to fill the void of what the economy in Canada or its territories were needing. But it wasn't enough. Certain provinces like Nova Scotia issued their own kind of currency, their own tokens, but it was not centralized. It wasn't until 1867 and then in 1869 with the Royal Canadian Mint Act that Canada first started producing coins. So Canada first made coins in 925 silver, like what I'm holding here. This coin's really worn down. But then in 1935, all the way to 1967, it made coins in 80% silver because the value of silver was rising. And then after 1967, they just completely stopped like everyone else. Like nobody makes silver coins anymore outside of commemoratives and stuff. But Canada went on to start making Canadian silver dollar proofs in commemorative form and lower issue coins that are very sought after by collectors. There's a whole series, there's quite a lot of coins. I think they make great coins. And coins speak to a people's history. You know, they educate you about these people, who they are, where they come from, their values, their opinions, their ideas, etc., their leaders. And you see that depicted a lot on Canadian coins, particularly with the history aspect. The Canadian Silver Dollar program, which started in 1935 and really is just ramped up, has become more of a commercial thing, is very popular. There's some collectors that spend a lot of money to get all the commemoratives that come out right away from the Royal Canadian Mint. And they do make coins in pretty low issues. Shout out to my friend Jordan, who I know is watching and buys a lot of Royal Canadian stuff because of me. That's the stuff to buy as a collector. Watch the Royal Canadian Mint, see what they're putting out. See what is really important to Canada's history. Like, for example, here in the United States, we had was it 70 years or 75 years? It was a commemorative for World War II, and it immediately sold out at the mint. And it was a very low issue coin, and the prices on them just exploded immediately. I had so many people calling, like, I just got one, can I sell it to you? F off, no. To date, the Royal Canadian Mint makes commemoratives in all forms of precious metal, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, etc. They also make 100-ounce bars. I think they're the only government to do that, which is just really cool. And I think that's the best 100-ounce bar you can get. On top of that, the Royal Canadian Mint keeps all their products under lock and key. It is very, very hard to cheat Royal Canadian Mint stuff, so buy with confidence. Honestly, I'd recommend you buy Royal Canadian Mint stuff over Silver Eagles or US Mint properties because it is every bit as hard to cheat, or just about, and it's a little bit cheaper. The premiums right now on American silver is very high. Very high. Some notable commemoratives in the series. In 1939, there is a royal visit commemorative silver dollar. This is very collectible. King George VI and Queen Elizabeth visited Canada, so it commemorated that visit. It was actually the first time a reigning monarch visited Canada. In 1949, they issued a commemorative to commemorate Newfoundland joining the Confederation. In 1958, there was a 100-year anniversary commemorative to commemorate British Columbia. 1964 has a Charlottetown commemorative dollar, which is to commemorate the spot where the Canadian Confederation was formed. And then in 1967, we have the Canadian Centennial Dollar commemorating obviously 100 years of the Canadian Confederation. You can get these products on the Royal Canadian Mint website. They do have a calendar so you can see what's coming out. They don't just release stuff. Like I said, I think they're very cool. They're very low issue coins and they make kind of a lot. If you have the money and you're looking to collect coins, these are the kind of coins you should buy. Buy it, keep it in the original packaging, stick it away. Forget about it for 10, 15 years. It'll go way up, probably. Can't sell guarantees on here. And really quick, there is a Royal Canadian Mint scandal. This is kind of funny. This took place in 1987 with the Voyager dollar. The Royal Canadian Mint was changing its design of its $1 coin to a new design. It represented the Voyager theme, a nod to the original silver dollar. However, somehow the master dies went missing in transit, and they had to just quickly come up with a new design. And that is where we get the loonie. We got the loonie because of an accident, which is quite funny. So that's the Royal Canadian Mint's commemorative program. A little history on their coins. And like I said, I would strongly recommend if you have some spare money, buy one of these. Buy one a year, one really rare commemorative. Get something that they issue under 50,000. 20,000 is a really good number. All right, you guys, well, that'll about do it for this Pawn Hub. Once again, I sincerely want to thank the episode sponsor, Bongwater. Check them out. They're available, like I said, in Missouri, Oklahoma, Minnesota, and they are expanding nationally, so be sure you look for those products. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification button so you guys know new episodes of Pawn Man, Between the Pawn, Pawn Hub. The shorts, all the other great stuff are coming out here. Get my books on Amazon. Follow me on social media, at Evan Kale, at Pawn Man. Post your questions in the comment section below. When we get back to a regular filming schedule, we'll be getting back into Between the Pawn. We'll see you guys back here for another great video. Later, guys.